So we wanted to start things off with a bang. Can I please introduce Widyan and Eiman?
Okay, my name is Widyan and this is Eiman. I'm the older sister, the wiser one. Eiman's the younger, slightly dumber one.
All right, get along with it, please.
But my sister's been doing these poetry evenings since they started, and I've never done one, so to support her, I thought we'd do a duet.
And I wrote most of it as well, so...
Yeah, she wrote most of it. That's true. Okay. She follows me. She even followed me into this life, the life where we share the same parents, the life where we all share our hope, and she shares her faith. Eiman. Okay, so let's get this straight. Sis, I love you, but you're starting to irritate. You see, I love sharing a room, but it's getting hard to navigate through it. First thing in the morning, wake up to her open closet and find the name Messi alongside the number 10 in front of blue and red stripes, hung and pressed. Behind it sits a dress, $200 worth, but that jersey to her is more valuable than the bundle of clothes all interlaced without a thing in place. I turn and look at her in frustration while she's on her fifth dream, most likely about food. Yes, food. That's all that puts her in a good mood. I get back from work and sit to have dinner. Waduna, I waited for you so we can eat together. An hour later, Dad has dinner. Dad, I waited for you so we could eat together, she repeats. Widyan, can you give me some of your time? Here we go. She wants me to hear another rhyme.
Okay, so now it's my time. 6 a.m., clicking from the falls of your feet onto the soles of your heels and onto the tiles. Looks in the mirror about 20 times as if she's waiting for it to compliment her. 2 hours to get ready. A full hour of those 2 is dedicated to discover a new hijab style. 12 outfits considered before that contemplating of that one irritating question. Does my scarf look good like this, or is this better? The only difference is the positioning of a pin. And just before I plunge my head against the pillow for the second time, I find myself in the car to drop her off. I miss the bus, she says. We leave the driveway and the first thing we see is her bus arriving at the stop.
Sis, I know I'm older, but it's not only Wayne that sees nobody else. I see myself in you. Little me, you are my reflection in the mirror, offering me a glimmer of hope in a world that's no longer so dope. You say you're the protective one, but remember when you were stung? I came home and found you red, crying from the pain, thinking you were going to end up dead. You spent the night in hospital, but who missed class for you that time when you were little? I was your guardian angel wanting to protect you. I swear I would have strangled anyone who would have laid a finger on you.
But you see, I know you're older, but when you cry, I give you more than just a shoulder. Remember the time when I was 6 and I beat up a boy who was older than me by 3 years because he put you in tears? Oh, and remember the time where you threw a broomstick at me and nearly took my eye out? After that, I still shared my lollies with you and the 4 other siblings we share. But I guess for the 5 of you, I'll still share a whole portion of my life and wouldn't even care. So you see, I've dedicated a whole hand for the 5 of you, a finger for each to wipe your damp eyes, but you get to have my index finger. So when people ask who I look up to, I can point at you.
Little me, remember your first day at school? Mum tied your hair so tight you began to cry. I looked at your big cheeks, wanting to make you smile so I could see those bright eyes. But sis, despite our differences, we are alike. You see, in my darkness, you are my light. Little me, I know I get busy, but please, I beg you, remember, you are the center of my life. For you, I would drop it all. Never will I miss your call.
I still remember the job you didn't get because of the scarf. I cried for you that night. But the next morning you awoke looking more confident and sharp, because it's the 2 threads of hope and faith preciously woven around your head. It is that fabric, the representation of your identity which has been misread. But like they say, when sisters stand shoulder to shoulder, nothing can stand in their way.
So excuse us while we take a step forward, hand in hand.
Because although that veil leaves a trail of questioning and confusion, it is the cover over our ears blocking out the persecution. And although I believe you're in no need of any heels to elevate you,
and that we may wear different types of shoes, others will still have to put a feet in each one to understand the path we've walked through.
Thank you.